KeyZ time.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the KeyZ Method. You're absolutely at the best place for music creators, music producers, and entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for joining another episode. You know, guys, we have a special treat for you guys. I'm going all the way to the West Coast today, and I'm tapping in with my brother, man, J Soundz, who is a phenomenal engineer, music producer, entrepreneur. I mean, this man has so much going on and definitely making an impact in the culture. J Soundz, man, thank you so much for joining the KeyZ Method.
Appreciate you for having me, bro. I hope everything's been good. It's been a minute. It's really a pleasure just to be on here right now anyways and chop it up with you.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for taking the time, man. I mean, you're a busy man. I think I was just talking to you, a few weeks ago, and even though we don't talk as much, I mean, we stay connected through music. I mean, we worked on some of the same projects, and we'll get into all that here shortly. But first, let's rewind it all the way back, man, and share with the people kind of how you got started in music, because I know you grew up, you're in the West Coast now, LA, but you started in Atlanta.
Yeah, North Atlanta in Gwinnett County. I was in high school. Well, even we could start through middle school. I was always beating on the drums and just kind of like
those number 2 sticks, those pencils.
Bro, two number twos, the yellow. We would go to the pins. You know what I'm saying? Even the what was the pencils that you had to twist it and it would
oh yeah.
But ever since then, and then when Drumline came out, shout out to Nick Cannon. When Drumline came out, I was like, dang, I don't know how to read music, but I know how to feel it. And that was the same thing he was going through.
Right.
So I actually joined the band and failed the band, like the same concept. I joined the band. I just wanted to play the drums. And I went to a white school, so it wasn't the same as Drumline.
It ain't Drumline right there, yeah.
That Drumline sounds like, okay, maybe this ain't the route. So then I got into a music production, music engineering class my senior year of high school. And then that really like made me be like, oh, I can do this as a career, but like how and where and this, that, and the third. So I did some engineering, intern like in Atlanta. Well, actually New York first. I got introduced to Walt and Blue at Lounge Studios because of my cousin. She was their accountant at the time.
So take me back, I mean, just even before you even get to New York, I didn't know you went to school or was in a band though. I mean.
So I joined the band, bro, literally for one semester or quarter. I can't remember how it is in high school, quarter semester, and that didn't work out. But I did go to college for music design, SCAD, but another thing is school's not for me. So I went for 2 quarters and realized it's still a university. So you still got to take math and English.
Right.
And it was an art school. So I had to take drawing and painting. And I'm like, bro, I just want to make music. And the school was $50,000 a year. So I'm like $13,000 in student loan debt drawing. So I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna just.
Yeah, some gotta switch up.
I was like, bro, I'm not about to go into debt, learn how to draw and paint, and I don't want to do none of that. I just want to make music, create. I know that's creating, but just like that's not the.
So you had kind of like a good mindset or a concept early on. I mean, a lot of people don't know until later, but it seemed like you're one of the guys. I mean, right out of high school, a teenager, you like, boom, this is kind of the direction I want to go.
There was nothing else for me to do, really. I grew up in a place where people, saying they are blessed and get comfortable, and I didn't want to get comfortable. So I wanted to have, I knew what the world could offer because I seen people in my life go after what they want.
So you transferred. I mean, you come from Atlanta. I don't know at the time. I mean, Atlanta has grown over the years to really become a pretty much a good music hub for a lot of people for music. But you went from that hub and went to kind of like, I consider it one of the meccas of music, New York. I mean, Manhattan. I mean, I've had a privilege to, you introduced me to Walt and Lounge Studios and that whole crew. So tell a little bit before, like, how did you get hooked up? I mean, you said through accountant But tell a little bit about Lounge Studios and Walt for the ones that don't know, because that's a pretty prestigious studio.
Oh, that's like my home base. Like I met them when I was 19. And I really moved when I was 20. I interned for Blue for like 3 months when I was 19. I think I got there in like summer, like June, May or June, sometime. Left around August or September because I was only intern. I wasn't making no money. I might make like $10. Someone gave me a tip every now and then. But literally, and Blue worked. At the time, he was working like 12, 15 hours a day. And I sat with him from 12, 15 hours a day. And just, if you need something from the store, I would just watch him and just literally just study. And I really built some relationships just from interning. So I interned.
That now looking back, I mean, because that's part of the grind that a lot of people don't talk about.
People don't talk about it, and people won't do it. Like now we live in we just make beats, or we just start recording or start rapping. It's like, bro, it ain't like that. Like you literally gotta really learn and like study. I mean, you can, get lucky or get blessed with the opportunity to really just jump in there, but I feel like you gotta have that foundation to begin with, like, and really just grind it out. I really just grinded it out with Blue and Walt for hella long. And that's what led me to even being able to really work with them.
I think that was, so do you think like that intern, it was more than just being there? You think those guys were kind of like watching and making sure, because the music industry is, it's lavish and, you get a lot of perks and stuff, but it's really based off of dependability.
Yeah.
So do you think they got a chance to see, a lot of people come in and say, hey, I want to do this, but a lot of people are going to spend 15 hours in the studio and not get paid and not get on, you know what I'm saying?
People be thinking, it's their life until they really sit into the situation. And they're like, oh, well, actually, maybe not.
First to go to sleep in the studio. I thought you wanted to work all night. Like,
right. Nah, it's a real grind and dedication. And if you don't have that dedication, you might as well just go do something else, for real.
Man, definitely, man. And shout out to Walt and to the Lounge Studios. I know, I mean, I've been up there maybe once or twice. We had a session a couple times and created something cooked up, man. And dude, I remember that vibe. I need to go up there. I know they built like 2 or more rooms.
Bro, they going crazy. I was just out there last month or the month before. They're going crazy. I'm about to go back.
Yeah, it's like they got the whole production. I mean, the photos, shoot, the whole.
Yeah, they going all in, bro.
Stop.
Crazy. Walt's a genius, for real.
Man, I see, man. But I just want to get back a little bit to Blue, man, because I think, for the up-and-coming engineers, producers that are watching this, I really want to kind of go a little bit deeper with you interning and working with Blue, because, I mean, guys, Blue, we say Blue, just throw it out like it's a name, but I mean.
Yeah, but people really don't know Blue's the GOAT.
This guy is like Solange right-hand man. I mean, he's been on Posado's Place for the ones that, watch that episode. I mean, he's worked with, I don't know, Mariah Carey. I don't know, everybody. I mean, he does. Everybody's mixing the industry. So how did working with Blue kind of inspire you, or the direction that you took with music?
Well, Blue made me realize that this shit is not as easy as it really seems. And I just learned that instantly, being 15 hours in the studio. I never did 15 hours of nothing before meeting Blue. Like just sitting there for 15 hours and do the same shit.
Right.
And have no days off. So Blue really taught me like hard work. And like I said, I never seen it like that until I met Blue. And he was so focused and he wanted to be the best, and he just stayed on it and really just kept going. So that just inspired me to be like, oh shit, I want to get a studio and be booked out. Like Blue was getting paid. So I was like Blue Lewis. So I always be like, oh, well, I ain't got money. So you know what I'm saying? I gotta step it up so I can get like Blue money, because Blue he was always booked. So I was like, I gotta get like that.
And
really, he inspired me just to work hard.
To put it in perspective. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, man. Yeah, just to put it in perspective, man.
You good.
When I saw Blue, when I came to New York and I was working in the studio with you, I think you was like, hey man, let's go grab lunch. And Blue looked like, all right, like I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna be friendly and go this time. And I kid you not, bro. It was like I was scarfing my food down so fast because Blue was like, bro, I gotta get back to the studio. I gotta get back. And that's when I was like, You know, I heard people
Yeah,
in New York walk fast. But I was like, man, there's a different whole work ethic that I
yeah,
saw. And man, just being around that for 5 minutes, man, that inspired me to like, damn, bro, like
yeah.
these guys at the top, you
They
think they
don't.
just, oh, we just get the deals and we kind of, man, they work hard. Like Blue, man,
It's
these guys
hard,
work
bro.
like,
Hard work.
man, like they just ain't got nothing. Like they
They,
still trying to
they
get put on, man.
still going hard. Like,
Yeah, definitely, man.
right.
So over time, I mean, you've worked with some people yourself. I mean, your career, I mean, your resume, you've engineered from, I might be forgetting some people, but you have some pretty big names on your resume: Ed Sheeran, Solange, I think Wyclef, Justin Bieber, Ty Dolla, those type people.
Yeah.
So how, I mean, like those are pretty cool names to work with. I mean, tell me a little bit about those experiences and how that kind of changed your work ethic or how you approach music after working on those sessions.
Man, all of them was just talented, bro. It was really just like a blessing even being in the room. And the only reason I was in the room is because I sat with Blue and really just studied my craft and was able to do the job and have them be in the room and, you know, be in the room with them really. So that was just inspiring, especially working with like Ty. He's a musician, a writer, singer. He engineers this. He really engineered himself, and then he was like, "All right, I'll give you a shot," and he just messed with me. So it was really like he could do all of this. He don't even need me in the room, and I'm able to work with him just because I done studied and worked hard and got to where I was. So that was dope, and just to see these like superstars be in the same room with them and to work with them is just like a blessing, dog. And it really just make you want to like keep going.
Do you see, I mean, because these are a lot of people, a lot of guys look up to, we're fans of. I mean, do you think there's a different work ethic from them versus, not saying you had a bad work ethic, but somebody who just maybe just doesn't know, who hasn't been in the room? Like, is there really a big
Oh yeah, I mean,
difference?
it's a reason why they are who they are, because they do their day, and this is their job. So they're gonna record every day. They're gonna be in the studio almost every day and write songs. And someone who's starting off, like we went back to the beginning, they might not know how hard it is. They might not know, like, oh, I really got to write a song every day, or engineer every day, or rap every day, or whatever it is. They're professionals. It's really just knowing your craft. And everybody I work with that you named knew their craft. So it really made it easier for me, but I just had to be on my toes, like, because they work faster. You know, now they working with people who do this every day too. So I got to be on the same status as like, oh, they do this, I'm right here with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that really just kept me on my toes.
It's
Yeah.
definitely like inspiring each other. You know, I mean, honestly, when I had the misconception, but I was like, all right, I didn't get into the music just because the fun, but you know, a lot of people that even new artists today, I mean, they just like, oh, I'm finna come to the studio, we're finna drink, we're finna smoke a whole bunch of killer, and the song is just gonna be
Whatever
like,
is good. Yeah,
yeah,
it be
just
like that.
whatever.
I mean,
That's how
sometimes
far from the truth.
that works, but a lot of times it don't work.
It don't
And
work like that,
and
right?
it'd be a lot of distractions too. Like,
Yes.
you don't need that many people always in the studio, especially if they're not
Contribute.
contributing to what the end goal is. Sometimes I used to be in the studio with artists and they have, you know, 5 or 6 of their homies and not doing nothing. Somebody might FaceTime, yo, I'm in the studio, I'll call you about I'm in the studio. Just to say that they in the studio, like, bro, you could have walked outside to the hallway and took that call.
Right.
Like,
Exactly, man. Like,
for real.
and it's very serious for these guys. I mean, especially the guys, you know, once you get to that certain level, because you just mentioned it's their career, but a lot of the times they have a team. So they're responsible for putting
For
food
other
on
people, yeah.
other
True.
people's table too. So I mean, they really don't have time to be, you know, and that's my key word for this year. You know, I don't know what year you're going to watch this, but as currently we're in 2021, and my goal is just to focus. That's the
Right,
key
man.
word
That's a
for
real
the
word,
year.
bro.
Focus, man.
I love that. I just wrote that down like yesterday. Like I'm gonna be more focused. I'm more focused this year.
Yeah, man. And you know, from the and guys, I'm getting that from talking to people like J Soundz, Blue. You can go back and look at some of my other interviews. People that have really, you know, hit that ceiling of success, you know, Grammys, #1 records, they all say the same thing. Hey, I was successful the year I was focused. You know, I talked to one of my friends who won a Grammy. He's like, man, I just got a little complacent. You know, music is good, but I was like drunk like half the year. And it's like, man, nothing happened for me. And it goes back to like focus, guys. Have a clear head.
Tighten up, man. Yeah, tighten up.
Gotta tighten up. Trim the fat, guys. That's what I say. Trim the fat, man. Definitely. So you bounced around from LA. You're in LA now to
I'm in LA, yeah.
Do you think you know, we're just trying to give tips for up and comers, and a lot of questions are out there. Hey, do I need to be in my town, or do I need to move around and network? And you know, from your experience, you know, it's not a right or wrong answer, but from your experience, what do you feel like's best for somebody trying to get their name out there? Do you think they should be investing in themselves and traveling to these bigger cities and hubs and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be everywhere now, like, especially because of social media. And it sucks to say that, but you literally got to be everywhere. Like, you got to do a session here, do work here, collaborate, network. You got to know someone in every city that something's going on, especially the major cities, because when you get there, you want to be able to collaborate with them. You never know where that collaborations are going to go, what brings from there, what relationship you build. And it's hard to, especially now, because we're in COVID-19, it made it even harder, but you really got to invest in yourself and just get out of your comfort zone, or your shell, or your box, or your bedroom. Like, make beats in your bedroom all day, but you can't just make beats or whatever it is that you do, rap all day in that one area. You got to get out there. When you travel, I feel like you get even more experience, so you can write about that, create on that experience. But you got to move around nowadays, bro. And people got to see it. Like, if they don't see something, nothing happen. You move around all day, unless you're just rich, and you can move around, do whatever you want to do, and ain't nobody gotta know. Right. If you're trying to make some noise, people got to see. Like, you got to be in their face. They got to see it. So definitely invest in yourself, man. Make friends with a flight attendant or something. That's what I recommend.
You know, hey, on the cool, that's the truth. That's the facts, bro. Like, I lost my little connect, but yeah, I had a connect, man. One of the artists, they wanted music.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? How about, instead of you paying me, how about we just work out, you make me your travel buddy.
Make friends with. I'll be nice to every flight attendant. Even if nothing don't come out, I just be hella nice. Like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate you, because you never know. Like, you never know.
Especially if they with Southwest, because you know that's some free bags now. You got
I love the free bags.
Yeah,
I love the free bags. Well, I actually think if you got a buddy pass, the bags be free regardless. It don't matter who you fly with.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't quote me on that, but I know Delta's like that.
Bro, my first experience with the buddy pass.
I know Southwest is like that, but I believe most of them are like that.
Hey, them buddy passes come in.
Bro,
unless you travel when it's All-Star weekend like I did.
Nah. You gotta do it when there's nothing too much going on. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
I was at the airport. The only way I got out, because you know the buddy pass, that means you'll get on if the plane isn't full. So you know, for the people that pay, they're definitely gonna get on first. But I went to Arizona or somewhere when it was All-Star weekend with the buddy pass, and the only reason I got out of there was I met this lady who had a hearing thing, so she had a handicap sticker. So she's like, "Hey,
oh snap!
If you act like you're my person my caretaker, they'll let you on with me." So
that's networking. See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta talk to people. You gotta be nice to people. You never know.
And guys, I'm telling you, once you get in the music industry, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about talking and catching the vibe. So you know that networking, it goes outside of music too. You pick up some things. And real quickly on that, I mean, this is another thing I just want to talk to you about, you know, certain stuff, because you've been in so many studio sessions. What's one thing for a new artist that's never been in the studio, whether they work with you or somebody else? What's the idea? Because this is one of my things I see it like. A person will come in, they'll meet you for the first time, they'll get in the studio, and within 5 seconds, they're like, boom, here's my music. This blah, 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 blah. Like, how do you feel on that? Do you feel like, are you at the point where, you know, the music, to me, I mean, this is what I feel. I do music. I've been doing it for a while, and, you know, it's a muscle. If you do it, the more you do it, the better you're going to get, right?
Right.
I don't want to waste time, but sometimes, majority of the time, I like to sit and talk with the artist or the producer, you know, just to catch a vibe.
Converse. Yeah, you got to catch a vibe.
Because I feel like the direction we take the music comes a lot of what we talk about more so than, hey, just turn on the computer, the laptop and Logic or Pro Tools.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. It's about having a relationship with somebody. I've worked with people and they just jump in and they don't always come out right. And you work with people, you chop it up for 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You get a concept of the song, just chopping it up. Oh, you went through a heartbreak. Oh, you messed up here. Oh, this is something good going on in your life. Like that builds topics for the song sometimes if you creating from scratch.
Yeah, definitely, guys. And definitely as a producer, you know, guys, we're the creator. You're like a forest. You're supposed to see, what is it, the forest because of the trees or the trees because of the forest? One of them. I forgot how.
I ain't heard that
You're
one.
supposed to see the finish line. A producer tries to see the finish line before the race starts.
No, I like that. Yeah, that's dope.
You know, so, you know, I think having a conversation and, you know, before any artist works for me, I have like, I guess you could call it a meet and greet. I just want to talk to you for about 30 minutes, you know, just why you want to do this? Why do you want to do an album? Why do you want to do a single? What do you want to talk about? What's going? And I think that kind of helps me get a finish line product. Okay, you know what? You just went through this bad breakup. Let's go to minor chords, or let's do a slow song.
Yeah, that's hard. I like that. Yeah, that's
feeling good right now. Hey, let's take it to the club. Let's do a turn up track. And
I
think that's the energy people hear when they hear the music. They hear the energy in your conversation sometimes.
Facts. Energy is everything too. Don't come to the studio on no weird vibes. Nobody want to work with you.
Yeah, don't come with the weird vibes. Hey man, so tell a lot of people, I mean, you bouncing around, you're all over the world. I mean, we just did a record for I don't know if this came out yet, but I know I called you. It was like, hey man, you in the studio with
Lovey.
Lovey Poe, man, a phenomenal artist out of the Philippines.
Yeah, she's hard.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, think about it. I mean, like, how does somebody connect with you that wants to reach out and tap in with you? How can an artist or a producer connect and work with you now?
Social media, really. My email and all my contact is on the internet, like J Soundz, at J Soundz on social media. You can find my email right there. You could DM me for real. Like I'll be on, you know, I'll check everything, bro. Like just cause.
So you still open to the DMs? People up to work. All right.
I filter out the DMs though. I definitely, cause it definitely be some BS in the DMs, but you got to know.
Man.
Like I've been doing this for a minute now, so now I just know how to carry myself. I know like what's for real, what's serious. I know how to, you know, charge right, and I know how to keep a client like that's for real, or I know how to thread out someone who just playing around. Like I know the right conversation to have with them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is this, that, ABC, and if it don't line up, can't do it. Like,
all right, so y'all heard it, man. Y'all can tap in, hit him on the ground, hit them DMs, but he ain't about that. He ain't about that plan. This is what he does for sure, man. So I want to bounce over, man, and take it to another part of your story, man. You definitely put on for the culture over the years, and this past year or so, you tapped into the clothing market. And
yeah, man.
Tell me a little bit about. I don't know if it's two brands or if you combine one, but
Stay on Top 1990.
Okay. Okay.
So stay on top was always like in high school. That was my thing. I just didn't really press it. I didn't know. Probably was just insecure with it. But like in high school, it was SOT. So it's me and some homies, and we was really fighting and beating people up. But we was always just like, we the best. We gonna stay on top type. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I matured a lot more, so now it's more of a lifestyle. But really, it's like stay on top is like staying on top. It's like we entrepreneurs, and you don't got no schedule coming. Ain't nobody giving me no schedule, so I got to stay on top of myself. I got to stay on top of my grind. And, you know, we all go through our ups and downs, and when you go down, you got to pull yourself back up. And really just like, it's like a mindset, like stay on top. 1990, that was the name of my first EP that I released last year. That's the year I was born, so really stay on top was just established in 1990. That's my thing. So I just combined it, put it all together. But for real, it's just a lifestyle, like for real. Because like I said, we all go through it. Anybody who you think is successful has been through a moment in their life where they just had to pull themselves up and stay on top of the momentum and keep everything they had rolling.
Right.
And I just put that into the clothing, man. Like it's a message.
Man, I love it, man. Definitely go to his website. I'll put some links below. But man, I love the t-shirts. You know, I've seen the whole sweatsuits you got
Thank
on.
you, bro. I see you doing your thing too. Are you pressing yours? Or you how you doing your joints?
You know, I'm probably not. No, I'm not personally pressing mine. I have somebody that pressed them up for me.
Got you.
You're doing the whole 9 yourself. You're pressing yours.
Yeah, I'm pressing it. Yeah, I went because when quarantine first hit, studios was closed. So I was like, all right, we got.
Dude, that was the same thing.
Not making no money, bro.
I was like, I gotta figure something.
I gotta figure out another hustle, bro.
Hey, that's the true definition of staying on top, no matter what happens.
I was like, all right, well, I can't be in the studio. I made most of my money in the studio, so now how can I make an income where I can still, because I have my own setup, but when nobody, I wasn't trying to hang out with nobody.
Right.
Nobody, like in the beginning.
Bro, you were serious. You had the thermometer tank.
Yeah, I got a thermometer still. Like you can't pull up to the crib without getting.
You gotta get that temperature. What's that?
Get the temperature, bro. Because you don't know what other people be doing, so you gotta be. I'm very aware of my health. I love myself, so I don't want to die messing around.
Hey, facts, man. Facts, definitely. But yeah, definitely tap in with stay on top, man. It is. So do you think that came out of a necessity at the time? I mean, I know you had the brand since high school. But
I already had like the brand, but it really became like let me make it a brand. It was just a thing. Like, it was just a click. Like, we clicked up, stay on top. You know what I'm saying? But let me make it what it really is. And make it so everybody can relate to it. So.
Dude, I think that's like impressive and inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Just pulling it all back, like I said, to the culture and also music. You know, you hear a lot of people, hey, man, I got a lot of voice memos and I got like titles in my phone. And that just helps out. You don't have to have a complete song, but when you go to the studio or you're collabing with somebody, you don't want to start on zero all the time. It just puts a little bit extra pressure on you. And I feel like for you to have this stay on top, kind of just sitting in your back pocket, I mean, to me, this, whether you know it or not, it's kind of inspiring. Like, hey, man, like I'm always gonna have something in my back pocket.
Appreciate it.
Memo, be like, man, bro. I'm living. I'm really gonna stay.
Yeah, I think last year was I really just had to like focus on making that a brand, and even this year just expanding on it. But I appreciate it, bro. It's definitely
I saw it in a couple stores, and
yeah, bro, I got blessed. Yeah, I got some hoodies. They sold out. Amen. I need to send some more, but to Lambs in Soho, New York, I had about 5 or 6 hoodies out there, and
that's good.
And I was actually surprised because I was actually surprised.
For them hoodies right there.
Man, their stuff is so dope. Like everything in that store is so abstract. My stuff is, clean and simple to the point. Right. So I was surprised when I went in there. I was like, oh, they got hoodies and shirts in here for way more than when I'm sitting in. And I'm just lucky that somebody even went in there and got something simple just to stay on top or 1990. It's got so much dope shit in that store. I was like, all right, this is cool. Like, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, definitely, man. So tell the viewer, right? One quick place, like real quick, where can they check out and rock with your product?
StayOnTop1990.com. That's my website and my store. And then on Instagram, StayOnTop1990 is the brand page, and then my page is J Soundz, JSOUNDZ. Between those three, you're gonna find a way. You know what I'm saying? Get straight to it. Get you some merch.
Man, I love it, man. I love it, man. Get that.
I gotta send you some new stuff too. I got some new stuff we're working on.
Hey, man, shit, I appreciate it, man. Hey, I might have to. When this COVID, I'm definitely coming to LA soon and tap back in with.
Oh yeah, that'd be fire. Sure. Yeah, who knows when it's gonna end, but definitely make it happen.
Definitely, man. So, I mean, you got your engineering, your relationships, you're moving around. Hopefully the music is slowly picking back up for you since the post-COVID or as we kind of trickle out of this. But what's next for you? I mean, you got your hands full now, but I mean, is there anything? Matter of fact, before we talk about that, tell me about your music. I forgot you're releasing music too on your own.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what's the next thing for me is to release some more music. I had, you know, engineered for hella long, and then I was producing too. And then I just got to the point where I could put my own stuff out. You know, I love creating. So, and I already know how to record myself. I already know how to sound good sonically. I don't have to pay no engineer. I invest in myself. So, and I just been putting the music out. Last year I put out 2 videos, and this year I just shot a video last week. So it really is just about marketing and getting everything out there. But that's really what's new, and what I've been working on is the merch and then just new music. I might need some beats from you, bro. Like, for real.
Hey man, say less, man. Say less. Let's definitely make something happen, man. So what's your where is your videos that they're gonna be on your website or your
Everything's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's on YouTube right now. I got Hollywood Boulevard, and On My Own is on YouTube now. And I'm working on a new website, which is gonna have like the visuals and the merch. I've been going back and forth between like Squarespace and Wix and Shopify. I'm picky, so I got to get the right one. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was using I had Wix, and then I think I switched to Shopify for the merch. Pretty cool platform.
Yeah, I just switched to Shopify last week, or like 3-4 days ago.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good on that. So yeah, man, excuse me one second. My computer's about to charge.
Get the charger.
Right. I don't even know what my charger is. Oh shit.
Oh, you got the lights. I like the lights. The star lights.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. I think, sorry for the interruption there, guys.
No, you good.
Figured that out. But listen, man, I mean, I think you gave like a lot of gems, man, just today, and just to catch up on your whole story, man. Is there any other words of advice or just something else about you that you want to share with the viewer that's watching? Or
everybody should just chase their dreams. Sometimes people gonna think you crazy, and that's okay. Stay on top. Keep doing your thing, because for real, sometimes I'll be feeling crazy, and then the shit work out, and then it'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I'm a little crazy, but it made sense. And I think anybody who is in entertainment gotta have a little sense of crazy in them to even believe in themselves. Right. So if you feel crazy, it's cool. Like, you're not the only one who go through that. And really just believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else believes in you. That's it.
Man, that's facts, guys. Man, that's another great words of wisdom from another successful friend of mine, producer, engineer, fashion designer, and just somebody who really lives what they talking. You know, there's a lot of people who say, man, just step out there and, you know, have faith and just go grind, but they're not out there actually grinding. They're not the ones out there.
Bro, you got to do it too. You got to do it. You just got to do it.
Well, cool,
I like
guys.
your studio setup too. I've been looking at it.
Huh?
I like your studio setup.
Bro, when next time you're in Texas, man, you already know. Come through.
In Austin, right?
Yeah, Austin. I know you was in Houston a couple times.
I went to Houston like twice, and then I got some family out in Sherman, which is north of Dallas, but I've never been to Austin. I'll pull up one day.
Well, yeah, this is definitely a city I got a good grasp on. So when you come out, man, I'm gonna take you, show you just as good hospitality.
Word.
You showed me when I came to New York.
Facts.
Out up there. But guys, man, this has been a fun interview talking to you. I'm gonna post links and some more information where you can tap in with J Soundz, and you know, whether you're looking for work, whether you're looking for his merch, listen, you know, definitely go watch his videos that he has on YouTube and support, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff.
Bro, I'm definitely about to get your piano course. I've been looking at it too. Like, that's one of the things I gotta invest in, because that's just hard.
Hey,
for real.
Yeah, man. ATX Music Academy, guys. You know.
Yeah, shout yourself out too. Yeah,
Hey, man, it was kind of like you. It's like, hey, what can I do to, you know, supplement the income from the studio? And the first thing I like, you know, I don't like asking people for money unless I give them some type of
bro. I swear. Yeah, that's hard.
So that's where that whole thing came in. But man, guys, Man, just keep working and grinding in the music. I mean, if you do, I can almost guarantee we will link up, you know, because the music is so small. You know, continue investing in yourself. I met J Soundz by, you know, I was paying $300 for a round trip flight to go to New York, you know, every quarter, every once or twice a year. And we wound up meeting. And once we got there, we knew some of the same people. So the ball began rolling. Hey, go check this out. Hey, go to this studio session.
Good chemistry.
You know, I went up there with not one studio session really set up just to put my nose out there a little bit. And I wound up doing 3 studio sessions with him, and some great artists came through that I still stay connected with, and they're doing great things as well. So, you know, take our words of advice. And
and that never would have happened if you would have stayed at home and made beats.
Bro, like I could have been emailing and shooting the DMs all day, but like you said, you gotta put yourself out there. So,
for real.
Yeah, man. Well, we definitely want to see you guys tap back in with both of us. Like I said, I'm gonna put the links up. And until next time, guys, y'all know what it is. Y'all stay creative, stay blessed, and I'll meet you guys on the top.
Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate
you.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
All right, peace.
It's KeyZ time.